G'day YouTube, it's Brett here from Overtime Gaming with you once again. Welcome back with some more MLS series in FIFA 13. Of course it is with the Seattle Sounders now, and we got one game in this episode, and the rest of this episode is transfer window time. Now, this game is in the Cup, I believe, against Real Salt Lake. Although that could be wrong, it could be the league game against Real Salt Lake. So this is a huge game either way. It is in the league actually, sorry about that. And of course this is a huge game because we've built up a bit of a rivalry in this series. Of course it started with one of our subscribers saying that we should have taken Real Salt Lake as the team over Seattle Sounders. So that meant every time we played it we wanted to win, and it began last season with them beating us a couple of times. We started the rivalry, and then of course we then met them in the playoffs, which we then knocked them out of the playoffs before we went out on and won the whole playoffs. So they want revenge for that, and we want to continue this dominance over them. You see, we're pushing forward with Tony Vilhena here. Vilhena has been a fantastic player so far for us this year, and he's just going to continue that here as he just unleashes the shot. But Vea then tries to get something going. Carlos Vela, of course, been fantastic for us as well. As you see here, he's in a bit of open space. He's going to unleash a shot here, and it absolutely smashes it into the top corner. All of a sudden, we're up 1-0 against the Real Salt Lake. You see here the 27th minute, De Guzman's got a free kick in a tight angle, going to try and float this one over. Couldn't get over the top of the wall, but ends up winning us the free kick instead. He'll try and curve this one in to get us something going from this as well. Curves it towards the back post, nothing comes from it, and it goes out for a throw. Now from the throw, you see Veloso attacking here, playing it to Vilhena, who gives it to Donovan. Donovan has been very poor for us this season, we must admit. He hasn't really created anything like he did last year. His spark hasn't been there. It's just been a poor showing from him. Unlike Tony Vilhena there, who unleashes the shot and puts us up 2-0 at 35 minutes into this game now. 42nd minute here, we hit the bar there and unfortunately couldn't get anything from it. Gary Hooper now coming in and unleashes a shot and puts it into the bottom corner. Gary Hooper all of a sudden turned it round. Remember I told you we lost a month of gameplay footage, which is why the transfer window is now. So in that time, Gary Hooper completely turned his season around and ended up now being the league top goal scorer. And that goal earlier would definitely sealed him at the top as well. Now you see we go into half-time 3-0 up, exactly what we wanted, hoping that we can push on in this second half. We're going to try and attack down this wing with De Guzman straight away. De Guzman's had the pace on the wing backs all day. You see he's got it again here. Now he's made some space in the box. He taps it past the defender and is then pulled down and ends up winning us the penalty. Great move there by Jonathan De Guzman. Just utilised his pace to beat the defender, who then pulls him down in the box and wins us the penalty, which of course Gary Hooper is going to take and slots this one into the corner. Great penalty by Gary Hooper there. His 9th goal of the league season. Puts us at 4-0 now. 50 minutes in, we're attacking again here with De Guzman. De Guzman going to try and get things going. He plays it back to Veloso, unleashes the shot. Good save by the keeper there, and we can't get anything from the rebound. A few minutes later, Real Salt Lake trying to get something going, but they can't get the clean shot, and that is how it ends here. There wasn't much else that happened in the second half. We pick up the 4-0 victory over Real Salt Lake, exactly what we needed as we move into the transfer window. Now Sergio Asenjo, our goalkeeper, our panic buy goalkeeper, has been great for us this year, and now big teams are in for him. You see Tottenham there, Sevilla, they all trying to offer around 2.5, 3 mil. We want 6 mil for him because we don't exactly want to get rid of him, but if we get 6 mil, we will get rid of him. We're going to try and strengthen our strikers here. I want to play 2 up front, so we're going to go for Charlie Austin, and we're going to go in for Christian Benteke here as well. Of course, Charlie Austin, the man who's just signed for QPR from Burnley. He's a brilliant talent and has a hell of a future ahead of him. We're going to try and pick him up here. Benteke we're going to try and pick up too. Had a fantastic season in the Premier League last year. We're going to try and send our young defender Diego Reyes the other way in the deal. We're also going to go for Gaston Ramirez here. Of course, the centre attacking midfield Uruguayan international from Southampton. A fantastic talent, of course. Last year Liverpool were interested in him, but Southampton beat them to the punch. We're going to try and sign him as well, trying to send Reyes the other way in that deal as well. You see we get more offers here for Sergio Asenjo, this time from Milan and now Corinthians as well. There's a lot of interest in Sergio Asenjo. Obviously a lot of teams are after goalkeepers now. We're going to go after Lucas Piazon as well. Piazon, a talent I really want. He's got heaps and heaps of potential. And of course, he's just gone back out on loan from Chelsea to Vitesse, I believe it is. 19 years old now, 74 overall on this game, great talent. We're also going to go after players like Adam Lallana. Lallana, of course, the captain from Southampton. He can play left midfield, centre midfield or centre attacking midfield. I'm going to try and send Veloso the opposite way in that deal. I'm going to get rid of Hurtado here. We get a small bid. He's not in any of my plans, so he's just going to be let go straight away. We get more bids here for Sergio Asenjo, this time from a smaller team. So we're just going to continue to want 6 mil for him. You see Tottenham come back and offer 4.5 mil now, so it's really getting a good deal now. It's almost double what he is actually worth, so we're going to keep pushing it up to 6 mil. Same with Sevilla here. They offer a bit more than Tottenham, so they're a bit closer to the asking price for Sergio Asenjo. Again, Milan here, the same price as Sevilla, and that is close to the 6 mil mark. Hopefully we can push it up to 6 mil in this episode and sell him. We get a bid from Palermo here for our young centre-back, Marquinhos, who of course is taking over from Ashley Williams at centre-back. We want about 15 mil for him if we're going to sell him, because I really don't want to have to sell him here. Charlie Austin turned down our first contract offer, our first transfer offer even for him from Burnley. So we're going to push it up to 2 mil here. Hopefully we can get him for 2 mil. It's a decent price for a striker. You see Villa accept our offer for Benteke here. Don't think we're going to get him on this contract, but we're going to ask the question anyway. £50,000 a week. Well, I think we'll probably have to double that if we want him, in all honesty. You see, we get another bid for Sergio Asenjo here, this time from Man City. And this is a team we could really push the price upon. So we're going to ask for 6 mil, see if they accept it straight away. You see, the Gaston Ramirez deal here was turned down. So we're going to take Reyes out of this deal, because we are sending him to Villa, hopefully. We'll add in Miguel Veloso, who is a player I'm looking to get rid of anyway. Of course, we picked him up on free agency. He's a fantastic player. Just getting a bit 27 years old now, so we want someone that's just a bit younger and can play for us a bit longer. Again, we're trying to get Lucas Piazon here. We just need to keep pushing up the price for Piazon. We put a bid in for Lukaku as well. They don't want it straight up for Veloso, and that's the deal I wanted. I didn't want to have to add money in, and they wanted 5.5 mil and Veloso, so we just can't go with that. We're going to look for other players to add into the deal here. There's no one. There's Wagner, who's just a young player, just a throw-in. We're going to offer 5 mil for him here. Hopefully we can pick this up. Wagner is actually our scouted player, I believe, so he's worth a little bit. He's a good young player. Our bid for Lallana's accepted here, sending Miguel Veloso the other way. So we're just going to offer him a standard contract. Hopefully he'll accept that. I don't really want to push it up too much more. We get a bid here for Jonathan de Guzman, a player I really don't want to get rid of. So we're going to push this up to 20 mil if a team wants him, because I don't want to sell him, but if we get 20 mil for him, I can't exactly turn that down. So Sevilla come back here with a 5.5 mil offer for Sergio Asenjo. We're going to push it up to 6 mil, hoping that they'll accept that. Again, this time FC Basel come in. We're going to push this up to 6 mil as well. We really want 6 mil for Sergio Asenjo. It gives me the money to go out and get another keeper. Charlie Austin bid accepted here, so we're going to offer him a standard contract as well, hoping that we can sign him. You see, we sold her today. Man City have decided to match it, so Asenjo could be on his way to Man City now. Spurs decided to match it, and so did Milan as well. Benteke did accept our contract offer, so our first signing of the summer is Christian Benteke. He's going to play up front with Gary Hooper. Awesome, awesome signing there. We didn't even have to push up at the asking price. You see, we get some more offers here for Asenjo, this time from Bologna. We're just going to flat reject this one, because we've had a number of teams accept the 6 mil now anyway. So our bid here for Lucas Piazon accepted. We're going to offer him 15,000 for 4 years. He should be the sort of player that would easily accept our deal. Lallana turned down the contract offer. We're not going to go back in and offer him another one. Because we're selling Asenjo, we're going to need a new goalie. We're going to go after Tim Krul here, see if they want 5 mil for him. Same with Alex McCarthy. He's a bit less overall, but younger, and has a bit more potential in my opinion than Asenjo anyway. You see, Piazon's actually been interested by Real Madrid, and I'm going to tell you now, there are a couple more scenes of us trying to go for Piazon, but he does end up signing for Real Madrid, and unfortunately we cannot get him, not even on loan. So we're going to have to go for him in the next transfer window. Our bid here for Lukaku's declined, so we're going to pull out of that, seeing as we got Benteke now. Asenjo has gone to Manchester City. So awesome sale for us. We sold him for 6 mil. Great sale for us, and poor signing for Man City, I must admit, but great sale for us. Charlie Austin turned down our first contract offer. We get a couple of bids here for Gary Hooper, one from Wolfsburg. We want 25 mil if we're going to sell Gary Hooper, because I don't want to sell him, but if we're going to sell him, I want top money for him. We get another one from Spurs as well. So there are quite big clubs coming in for him, in all honesty, but we still don't want to sell him, so we're going to push that price up as much as possible. You see Piazon turns down the deal here. We're going to go back in for him, but like I've already said, he has signed for Real Madrid on the game, so I am unable to actually pick him up in this transfer window. I'm going to continue to try in the next few transfer windows. Our bid for Krul is turned down too. They want 8 mil. I just simply can't pay that. Whereas our bid for McCarthy is accepted, so we're going to look to sign Alex McCarthy here as our new goalkeeper. So hopefully he can be solid for us. You see Wolfsburg turned down a deal for Hooper. We get a number of transfers here. One from Michael Wagner, who we are going to send on loan to Munich. Of course, he was the young player that we were looking to sign in the Lukaku deal. Marquinhos, we're going to look to Monaco want him this time. Of course, the big spend in AS Monaco. We want 15 mil for him, like I said. I don't want to sell him, but 15 mil, we can't turn that down. Gary Hooper, Milan this time coming with a 10 mil bid. Again, we want 25 mil if we're going to sell him, because I don't want to have to sell him. Sevilla come in with a 10.5 million bid. Again, 25 mil is what we want. I almost clicked 15 there, but 25 is what we want for him if we're going to sell him, because he is not an essential necessity to sell. Gaston Ramirez, we're just going to keep having to push the price up here for Gaston Ramirez. He's a player I really want. I can't afford much more though, that's the problem. Monaco pull out, so do Milan and so does Sevilla. Well, actually, Sevilla push it up to 12.5 mil, but again, we're going to try and push them up to 25 mil. If they don't want to pay that, they can just simply pull out of the deal. It's not in our best interest to sell him, but for 25 mil, we can't really turn it down. Venezuela offer me the international job here. I don't want to manage Venezuela, I must admit. Charlie Austin accepts our contract, so Charlie Austin becomes our second signing, and Alex McCarthy becomes our third signing. So now we sign Benteke, Charlie Austin and Alex McCarthy, so straight away we strengthen our squad. Spurs turned down the Hooper deal. We have sold I don't know who was sold. It went past very quickly. Gaston Ramirez, again, our deal is turned down for him. They want Veloso, but they just want more money for him, and I simply can't give them too much more money. We're going to try and send someone else in the other way and give them a little bit more money, hoping that they will accept it. Someone like maybe Landon Donovan, who is a player I'm looking to get rid of. He's been awful for us so far this season. We're going to try and offer 9 mil and Landon Donovan, 10 mil, sorry, and Landon Donovan, hoping that they'll accept that. It's a bit more money. It's still over the value that they reckon he is worth. Sevilla turned down the offer for Gary Hooper to Barcelona come in for Gary Hooper now. This might be the only team that's actually bid for him that might be willing to go up to that 25 mil mark. So that's what we're going to push it up to again. We get a bid here for Rat. Of course, he was our left back we signed last year just as the backup. We've got Malaguero in there now. Barcelona turned down the deal. Gaston Ramirez, they want 15 mil and Donovan for him. I simply can't pay that. We're going to push our last offer up to 11 mil. You see, we sell Rat and then get an offer for Landon Donovan from Liverpool here. We want 4 mil for Donovan. I think we paid only around 2 mil for him when we actually bought him, so 4 mil's a profit, and they're the sort of moves we need. But Liverpool turned down the deal. We're going to go after Ben Arfa here. Carlos Vela is injured for around a month, so he's out for a bit. So we're going to have to sign another midfielder, which is why we're going after Jose Callejón as well. Of course, Jose Callejón, Napoli winger now rather than the Real Madrid winger. We pull out of the Gaston Ramirez talks, and we get a bid here from Valencia for Miguel Veloso. We want 10 mil for Veloso. Remember, Veloso we actually got on a free transfer, so making 10 mil from him would be an awesome deal. Callejón turns down our contract offers here though, so it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get him. And the last bit of business in this video is selling Landon Donovan for 4 mil to Hamburg. Hamburg do accept this deal, I believe, but you'll have to wait and see in the next video, which will be on Monday. So peace out, YouTube. We're heading into overtime.